Okay, so in this tutorial I'm just going to go over some Radiant basics. So you're going to want to start Launcher if you don't already have it open. And under the applications list, click Radiant, start Radiant. I'm just going to have an on-screen keyboard and it'll tell you what buttons I'm pressing on my keyboard. It won't tell you what mouse buttons I'm pressing, but I'll explain what I'm pressing. Okay, so you got a number of views in Radiant. You got the 2D view, 3D view, texture view, console, and a Z-axis view. You're not going to need to pay any attention or enter any stuff into console during the entire time using Radiant. It's just general, just tells you general messages like what it's doing. The 2D view is where you can create your brushes, and it's most easiest to edit things. And the 3D view gives you quite a good view of the rooms and map you're creating. To navigate around the 2D view, you just hold right click mouse button in the 2D view and then just move your mouse to move the grid around. To zoom in and out is just scroll wheel. To move around in the 3D view is hold right click again and move the mouse. If I just create a brush, you'll be able to see a bit more clearly. So just right clicking and moving the mouse around. In the 3D view there's a few more controls. If you press C you move down, D moves you up, Z moves your camera down, like the angle of the camera, A moves it up. Okay, so if you noticed in 2D view we're looking down on this brush here. So there's 3 views in 2D view. There's X, Y and Z view. To change what view you're looking in, you just hold Control and tap Tab. See, we're now looking at it on the side. We're looking at on one side. To look on the other side, let's press it again and then come back to the top view. This Z-axis view is you can use it to resize stuff on the Z-axis without actually having to be looking on the side. So to resize brushes, all you have to do is click and hold on the left mouse button outside the brush you want to resize. So I want to take it up that way. I'll just click and hold out here, so I can scale it like that, like that. But you can also do it in this side view. So if you see, I'm just dragging its size up. But you can also just do it on the side views as well. To move the brush around, you click and hold left mouse button within the brush, like so. You can do the same in here. General selecting tools is escape is deselect all. Holding shift makes your mouse like a selection tool, so you can select like multiple brushes in 2D view and 3D view. So I'm just holding shift and clicking to select and deselect. Creating brushes is quite simple. You just click the left mouse button and drag and resize to how you want it. Deleting brushes or multiple brushes, just select the ones you want to delete and press backspace and just select them and delete them. Selecting just one face of this brush is Control and Shift, and that will let you pick individual sides. Just click on a selected face to deselect it. Say you're selecting 3 sides and you accidentally selected one more than you want, just click it again and it'll deselect it. So I'm just going to put a texture on these 2 sides. So we look in the texture viewer, and all you have to do is just click on a texture. It will apply it to your brush. If you want to apply a texture just on one side, you select one face and just put the texture on that face. When you open it, you'll have every texture in the list, so it'll take you a long time to look through them. So what you got to do is go to textures, and then there's 3 categories for filters. You got usage, which generalize things like material, wall, ceiling, roof, doors, etc. So if I go doors, I just have doors. If I go interior walls. That gives me some walls and a few decals. Decals are like normally just not full textures, they've just got like parts of textures. I'll show you how to use them in a sec. So when using like a filter in usage, say I put doors on, and then if I was to go surface type concrete, it would only give me concrete doors, but obviously there's no concrete doors, so I'm just going to take off that and it'll give me the concrete textures. Okay, so we can make square objects with brushes, but you can also edit the points on these brushes by, if you press, while you've got a brush selected, just tap E and you'll get these blue points all over the box, and you can move these around on the grid. The grid's just this checkered pattern in 2D view. To move a blue item, or a blue square, sorry, you just click and hold the left mouse button near the blue square. So if you click, when I go around on 3D view, you just get a better look at that. You can see I'm just moving that. This is useful if you want to create like slightly slanted objects, etc. You can change view as well, and then just put slants on it. Bring down like angles. Just you can make a very large variety of shapes, and then obviously apply different textures to all sides of this one brush, and then just move it around. So that's like the basic navigation of creating and editing brushes.